Surviving an airplane crash is so rare in history. But what is even more extraordinary than that is surviving a plane's mid-air explosion. There's only one person who's ever done it. Born in Yugoslavia in 1950, Vesna Vulović pursued a career as a flight attendant with Yugoslav Airlines. She had no idea her journey would take an unexpected turn into the realm of miraculous survival. Fast forward to January 26, 1972. Vesna was on board a routine flight from Stockholm to Belgrade. However, this flight would soon turn into a life-defining moment for her. Everything seemed normal as a usual flight until out of nowhere a bomb detonated, causing the plane to disintegrate at an altitude of approximately 33,000 feet. In a catastrophic turn of events, Vesna found herself diving through the sky. But against all odds, Vesna survived the highest fall ever recorded without a parachute. She landed on a snowy hill, and her resilience was immediately evident. Despite multiple injuries, including a fractured skull and broken legs, Vesna clung to life. Vesna's story didn't end with survival. It marked the beginning of her journey as a national hero.
Vesna Vulović.
Her survival story earned her a place in Guinness World Records for the highest fall survived without a parachute. Vulović told the reporters that she didn't think of her fall every day, but admitted to struggling with survivor's guilt.
Whenever I think of the accident, I have a prevailing grave feeling of guilt for surviving it, and I cry. Then I think maybe I shouldn't have survived at all.
Vulović declined therapy to help cope with her trauma and instead turned to religion, becoming a devout Orthodox Christian. She stated that her ordeal had turned her into an optimist.
If you survive what I survived, you can survive anything.
But not all survivor stories have a happy ending. In the last years of her life, Vulović lived on a pension for 300 euros per month in her Belgrade apartment. She famously said,
"I don't know what to say. When people say I was lucky, life is so hard today."
She believed that the incident has ruined her life. She only occasionally granted interviews and declined numerous requests, most famously from Oprah Winfrey and the BBC, saying that she was tired of discussing her fall. Her final years were spent in isolation as she struggled with survivor guilt. Having divorced, Vulović lived alone in her Belgrade apartment on a small pension until her death in 2016. When you're a crew member, you have a bigger chance of facing an incident. And just like Vesna Vulović, you probably wouldn't work as a crew member anymore after the incident. But there's one crew member that not only survived the biggest and most famous shipwrecks of history, but also refused to quit.